Hello! So today I want to talk about a game that Stonemaier Games was nice enough to send me, and that is Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig. And the way that this game came about, as I understand it, is Stonemaier had a game called Between Two Cities, and Bezier had a game called Castles of Mad King Ludwig, and then they Wheel of Fortune before and aftered it, and made a new game called Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig. And there is also an expansion called Secrets and Soirees. Fun to say, hard to say. And I feel like once you have this expansion and mix it in, you really never take it back out again because it is so seamless. Where a lot of expansions, I feel like you have to take in and out and decide, do I want to play with these? Do I want to teach new people these extra rules? But this one works really seamlessly. It just adds a couple other room types to the game, and I love it. It makes the puzzle all that much better. So this game is a lot of fun. It uses some really interesting mechanics and things like that, and I really enjoy it. So first off, you have the base game, which I will show you, that is these two sets of tiles. So this first red one, everyone is going to be given throne rooms, and they are going to be placed between you and the person on your right, and you and the person on your left, and each one will get marked with a different castle little wooden token. There are 8 of them total, and they're all different colors, because this game plays 3 to 8 players with the expansion, 3 to 7 without. Neither one of these are your castles. On your turn, you are going to be given a stack of tiles. You're going to choose 2. You're going to play 1 into the castle on your right and 1 into the castle on your left. Now, you might be thinking, why wouldn't I just go all in on one of my castles, make it really good, boom, we're done? Because the castle that scores lower between your 2 castles is your final score from the game. So you really have to try and keep these 2 castles as balanced as possible. And you're hoping that everyone else around the table is also doing the same thing, because the person with the best score will win. If one of the castles ends up being like the best of the best and the 2 of you tie, there are some ways that the tie is then broken. So each castle has little symbols on it, or each throne room that is different, and those are kind of going to be your starting conditions that you are trying to match. So on your turn, you're going to be passed 9 tiles, and that is where this tray comes in. Each of these sections, 9 tiles. When you take these out of here, it even says times 9 on every one, so that you remember 9 tiles go in here, so that when you're cleaning up the game, it's literally ready for you to play again immediately or later on, but it's already ready to go, which I think is genius. Also, getting the tiles out of here is really smart, because the way that this is set up, you can push anywhere. So if you're seated anywhere around the table, these are going to be easy for you to get. Very, very smart design. So you will be getting these different room types, and they're all going to have different conditions. Some rooms want to be below ground level. Some rooms want to be above ground level. Some rooms are special and have this blue border, meaning they want to be open to the sky, or I like to think of it as they have a skylight or no roof, so nothing can go above these types of rooms. Other rooms want to be completely surrounded by certain types of functional or utility rooms. Still, you have some that their requirement is they want something above and below it of a given type, and you'll get so many points for that. And then you have your bedrooms, and you'll get 4 stars if it's surrounded by rooms of all types, because if you're staying in a castle, you want everything conveniently located. So there are not limits to how high or how wide or how deep you can build your castle, as long as you're following the rooms that want to be below ground level or below ground level. Your throne room is considered ground level, and so on. This game is really interesting. So these castles are going to be getting built out. Each round you will be given 9 tiles to start. It's all about 9. And you will do rounds until you're down to simply 1 tile. Everyone's down to 1 tile, and you'll discard that. And then the next round you'll pass in the opposite direction. So there's drafting in this game. And then add up the score, and game over, most points win. So it's a fun puzzle that I really enjoy trying to solve. You know I love puzzly games. Every player also gets a player aid. That's right, there are 8 player aids in this game. If you're going to make a game that plays 8 players, please have 8 player aids. That is wonderful. I hate when a game only throws in a couple player aids that do not meet the player count. So like I said, this game plays 3 to 7. The scoring is tricky. That is the one thing I feel like that can be difficult with this game. That does come with a good score pad, and if you follow, you know, the rooms in the order like it tells you to and just take it slow, it is very easy to score, but scoring does take a minute in this game. Also, there are solo variants. So the base game comes with a solo variant, or not a solo variant, excuse me, a 2-player variant, where you kind of take turns working on your castle, working on a different castle, and then when you add in the Secrets and Soirees expansion, it gives you 2 solo variants. So one is where you will actually be playing as yourself and 2 automas. It's called the extrovert variant, the solo variant. It, for me, felt like a lot of overhead to run. I didn't love it. But the introvert, shocking, me the colossal introvert, solo variant, I loved. So in that one, it does not play like the base game. You are building your own castle, and you have 1 automa. So when you're drafting 2 tiles, 1 goes to your castle, 1 goes to theirs, and you are going for the best score possible. It is possibly a little bit more puzzly than the original game. So if you kind of just want to focus on 1 castle and really hone in, it's an awesome solo variant. You could even play that way with a large group if you wanted. So really there's a lot of options in how this game plays, which again, very smart because it is more for your money, which I am always a big fan of. I really have enjoyed this game. I like the introvert variant better than the extrovert one, but you would have to try them out to see what you think. And also the expansion, so because it added extra tiles and ballrooms, you do need space for it, but it's still, you know, in your stacks of 9. And look at this. It fits perfectly so that everything can actually just go in the one box, which is why I said I never separate out Secrets and Soirees any longer, because everything fits in this box perfectly. And I love that as soon as you have cleaned this game up, it is set up for your next game. So that is my opinion of Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig. I can't wait to play this more. It is, in my opinion, a really fun game. I love the working between the two. I love the puzzle aspect. I love trying to meet the room requirements. I have really enjoyed this. So I would love to know if you have played this, what do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.